Now, one of the perks of doing YouTube is that every now and then people sometimes send you cool stuff to review, and normally I don't do it because it's not really my thing to do reviews on guitar stuff. But I'll make a happy exception when it's a Paioletti guitar made in Italy. Hell yeah, I'll review that. Let's open it up. Wow. Handmade, custom made. The wood made out of a 150-year-old wine barrel, believe it or not. It sure looks good, that's for sure. Does it sound as good as it looks though? Let's find out. Paioletti guitars are handcrafted in Italy of centenarian, more than 100 years old, chestnut woods. Yeah, pretty cool. From reclaimed wine barrels, that's even more cool. And to have an electric guitar with a chestnut wood body is indeed quite unique. Most of the time it's mahogany, maple, what have you, but not chestnut. And you might think, well, why not? It looks awesome. And indeed it does, but probably you don't see it very often because it's A, far more expensive, and also B, much more difficult to use, to handle, allegedly. What do I know? I don't build guitars. But does it have a good sustain though? Wow, it's still there. I'm not doing anything. That's pretty darn impressive. Chestnut wood, yes please, that's a good thing. Now the neck is made from maple wood, but this is no ordinary maple neck, it's a roasted maple neck. Now, what does that mean? It means the maple wood goes into the oven, and after the baking process is over, the so-called impurities, little organic compounds in the wood, are removed, making the wood overall more resilient to temperature change and also humidity, sweat from your hand. So much more stable. So maple neck, good. A roasted maple neck, even better. As you can tell, this guitar has a Telecaster shape, and it sort of sounds like a Telecaster, but unlike a true Fender Telecaster, it has a humbucker here at the neck instead of a single coil pickup, which is kind of cool, so you don't have to worry about that annoying hum and buzz, and you also have a warm, rich tone if you need it. But my personal favorite setting as far as the pickups are concerned, since this is a sort of Telecaster model, that's just beautiful. It's nearly identical to a Fender Telecaster. It has that Telecaster sound. There's something about that sound, it sort of pops. Yeah? It's crystal clear. It's not like, it's different from a Fender Stratocaster. And the Stratocaster is more like slick sound and delicate, whereas the Gibson is more rough, lots of body. But here, it's somewhere in between. It's perfect. It's, well, a Paioletti guitar in this case. And the great thing is, when you use the bridge pickup, it still sounds good. It pops even more. On the Stratocaster guitar, I would never use the bridge pickup at all because it's just way too trebly, it hurts your ears. But on this guitar, it sounds perfectly well, great for country music. Now let's play a classic Telecaster guitar solo and see how it sounds. Crazy Little Thing Called Love by Queen. The guitar solo played on a Telecaster, and believe it or not, unusual for a Queen record. Now, one thing I've noticed is, since I got this guitar out of the case, I only tuned it once, and it's still pretty darn good, you know? There's nothing more annoying when you have a cheap guitar in your hand, and you just need to keep tuning it, and whatever you do, it doesn't seem to get into tune. Now, there's nothing wrong with your ears or with the guitar app, the tuner. It's just a bad quality guitar. Sometimes you have a guitar that here, it sounds good, and here, it's like, what the hell happened? On a good guitar, like this one, yeah, it just stays in tune, and that's a big plus in my book. Absolutely. Now let's play a few riffs, and on the Fender Stratocaster, also on the Gibson, and on this beauty, and let's see how they stack up. Now, whether you prefer the Gibson Les Paul Fender Stratocaster or the Paioletti Wine Series SH model is purely up to you. It's quite subjective, right? Let me know in the comment section which you prefer. The thing is though, when you play this guitar, it does have that Telecaster sound perfectly nailed. I mean, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference when you play something like this. Whether it's a Paioletti guitar or a Fender Telecaster, right? The thing is though, there is a difference in how it feels, and let's be honest, also in how it looks. There's a difference whether you buy a guitar that comes out of a factory or you're gonna buy something out of Italy, handmade by Fabrizio Paioletti. Obviously a lot of care and detail went into this guitar. Chestnut wood, roasted maple neck. I didn't even know it existed, to be honest with you. And it plays like a dream. Could you buy like a cheap imitation Telecaster guitar and have a reasonable sound? Sure you could, but this guitar is made to last. And it should be, because it's not a cheap guitar by any stretch of the imagination. So, yeah, would I recommend a Paioletti guitar? Well, if you can afford it and you want something that's durable and is absolutely special, as you can tell, the answer is yes. Wholeheartedly recommend this guitar. I will see you next time.